What's up guys, Luna here, welcome back to another Destiny 2 video, where we cover any of the latest news, updates, or helpful guides for the game each day. However, I don't tend to go over things in too many details, I just give you what there is as simple as possible. If you like, leave a comment and follow me on Twitter and we can jump into the first thing. Okay, first up, I like to start with any guides and tips I have, or that other people have found. So let's talk about the whole loot cave thing, and many videos have been circulating about the exact same way of doing this. But these are not technically loot caves, because chests spawn in any area on any planet every time you re-enter the zone. So this is not technically a glitch, and of course knowing that, there are many more effective ways to get Nessus tokens, or any kind of token on planets for that matter, than what everyone seems to be doing. Now this really only works up to levels 265 of course, and once you have finished the main campaign, which most of you probably have, but a more effective way to do this is to go to Exodus Black on Nessus for example, so fast travel there, activate a treasure map that you can buy from Cade, then explore this tiny area here for chests and data lattices. I mean, don't go out of your way looking, just walk in a circle and they will be pointed out on your map, and then pick up any lattices along the way. And then once you've done that, you can head to the regular cave, and as soon as you get the final chest from there, I don't even bother killing the enemies, then you can fast travel back to the Exodus Black landing zone. That is right next to you, and all this stuff will respawn in different locations. But doing this, I have had up to 4 lattices and 5 chests in one circuit of this section here, and it doesn't take that much longer than going through the cave the regular way with all the teleporters and stuff. However, doing it this way, you get way more stuff. So yeah, I got hundreds of faction points in like an hour from doing this from failsafe with all the tokens and lattices, and of course this can be repeated for any location in the game like Trostland on the EDZ, shards and up to 3 chests spawn here usually, plus really easy lost sectors can give you some stuff as well, and you can simply fast travel back to Trostland for all of this stuff to respawn. So guys, the entire game is a loot cave, and also remember that fast traveling to a location on the same planet you're already on only takes a second. It's not like the 10-minute load times you usually get going between planets. The only issue I have with this, guys, is that there's currently a bug in the game where you don't get anything from loot chests. Like you can see in the video, I'm opening my final 3 chests and I don't get anything from them, but that isn't supposed to happen. That is in fact a bug, and it doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen to some of you. So keep that in mind. But anyway guys, that's a much easier way to get up to level 265 and get loads of tokens. Next I want to talk about exotic engrams. What's the quickest way to get them? Well, the fastest way is to of course play public events, or I've personally had quite a lot of success from completing adventures as well. But they do take longer than most public events, so public events is probably still the quickest way. To increase your odds of success, make sure you activate the heroic events, and they are all pretty straightforward to do. You can find a list of all the requirements on Google easily, and it will significantly increase your odds. Plus, don't forget that you can purchase Fireteam medallions from Eververse for like 50 bright dust, and you also get 1 from finishing the campaign, and this will significantly increase your chances of getting exotics as well, for you and your fire team. And even if you don't get exotics, it does increase your chance of getting other stuff like legendary engram drops, which of course can have a chance of getting exotics in them, but only ones that are dropped, not ones you can get from factions. So that's the best way to get exotics in game that I have found. And hopefully that helps you out guys if you don't already know. Next up, some news, and we have some potentially leaked info on raids, so if you don't want to know, stop watching. According to the Destiny 2 raid leak, prior speculation about the endgame experience taking place on a giant ship is true, so that's the one that you see in the concept art. However, the Leviathan isn't just a ship, it's also a living creature. But while the bulk of the experience will take place on the Leviathan, the leaker claims that the raid actually starts on Earth. Apparently the 6-player fire team will complete some objectives before eventually heading into the Leviathan for main encounters. It's unclear how much of the raid will be spent on Earth and how much will actually be inside of it. Another section of the raid will apparently have fire teams fighting off hordes of enemies. Now that's not uncommon to Destiny, but it is the first time that this kind of thing will happen in a raid. The biggest reveal about the raids though is that it will feature an escape sequence where players will actually get to fly their ships. The leak likens the section to an Indiana Jones type escape, and you have to flee from the exploding portion of the Leviathan. Apparently a raid boss is not happy with being defeated and would rather sacrifice himself and the section of the Leviathan than let the Guardians continue. Storytelling is also apparently a big portion of the raid, complete with its own cinematics, and it seems like the raid is going to have a complete story to it beyond the basic setup of defeating bosses, so it sounds really cool, and all in all the raid will be the only raid available until at least the first DLC, so Bungie has to make it as good and as memorable as possible, and you do get 2 pretty big achievements for completing it, and if all of this is true, based on the info we have so far, it sounds like it's going to be an awesome thing, and I can't wait till tomorrow to try it out. Finally guys, while there is no official news on Destiny 2 raid level requirements, requirements, we can look at the different options. First, the raid is going to be the most difficult thing to do in the game so far, and so we can safely assume it's going to require a higher level than the Nightfall Strike, which is level 240. The level cap for your power level and doing just regular missions is 265, and with mods you can get that up to 270, so there is a chance you will have to be at least 265 or 270. However, it is technically possible to reach level 300, as some players already have, and if you complete your weekly milestones and you complete them for the new ones arriving tomorrow, then all that powerful gear should give anyone already at level 270 a good boost to 280 and beyond, especially as you can start to buy legendary mods at level 280 from the gunsmith. So we don't know exactly what level you need to be, we can look at the options, but it's definitely going to be a minimum 240 and it could be anywhere up to level 300. Finally guys, remember to finish any milestones you have this week, as the weekly resets are tonight, so the new milestones, new vendor gear and Xur will be available tomorrow. Well guys, that's about it for this video. I will be back again as soon as I have more useful stuff to tell you, and I'll be back again later today or tomorrow with weekly resets. Until then guys, if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, it's appreciated, and comment as well, and I will see you all next time.